Hello and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how I go about solving the 8x8 Rubik's Cube, and I'm really curious to know how long it will take me to solve this on this attempt. I'll also be showing you some helpful tips and guidelines to how I go about solving this cube, and stay tuned to the end. I would also be showing you a very cool pattern on this cube. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'll quickly scatter the cube. Okay, so that's enough. And we'll proceed to solving this like we would solve the 4x4. So as you can see here on the 4x4, it has a 4-piece center. So we're going to try and solve the centers first. So here we're going to solve the 4-piece center on each face. And then we'll proceed to solving the 16-piece center, and we'll solve the 36-piece center. There are some additional algorithms that I will show if I get to that scenario, and hopefully that's helpful to someone. So I'll start solving the cube now. Okay, so I'm done solving the 4-piece centers on all faces. So here you can see white 4-piece center, red, blue, orange, green, and yellow. So I'll proceed to solving the 16-piece center. Now, there's a tip that works for me. I don't follow this all the time, but I suggest that you try and solve the middle pieces on the centers. So instead of solving the corner, like this corner here has blue, orange, yellow, and yellow. So instead of trying to solve that first, I will just go ahead and solve just where you see yellow here and make that green. And then where you see this orange, make that green. And then where you see this white and blue piece, we'll make that green as well. And where you see this red and red, we'll make that green as well. So I find that helps me, so that once I find all the middles, then I'll just add the corners to the middles. Okay, so there you go. All the 16-piece centers have been solved. So you have white, red, blue, orange, green, and yellow. So I'll move on to the 36-piece center, and from there I'll just do the sides. So I'll just show you how to do that as well. So I'll just go ahead and do the 36-piece centers. So I'm taking it slow and steady because if I move the pieces too fast, or if I turn the cube too fast, I would have pieces flying out. So I'm actually being very careful, and that's taking some time. So already I have 2 of the 36-piece centers solved, and I'm moving on to the blue now. And after that, I'm going to do orange and yellow and green on this side. So you see, it's like actually helpful that I was able to solve the 16-piece centers, because that way at least I can keep tabs on where the colors are. And although this one is scattered now, I have to fix that, but let's get into it. Okay, so I just wanted to briefly explain this scenario, which I believe you will definitely encounter on the 8x8 Rubik's Cube. So it's an absolute certainty that that's going to happen. And so this is when you're trying to finish the 36-piece centers, and you need to you have the situation where you need to swap the pieces, these 2 pieces. So in this case, you have yellow. You're trying to bring that down here, and you're trying to bring the green up here. So I have a simple way of doing this. You just have to slice it that way, slice it down, bring that green down, then push it to the side and bring this green down. So just bring that green down and return it back, and then we also return the one we brought down before. So the yellow that we brought down, we bring it back up, and then turn it to the side again, and then push the screen back where we got it from. So now you see it's actually fixed. So just doing that formula multiple times, I'm able to move the pieces around. So especially when the pieces would be in this very row, you can easily use that formula to push pieces down and kind of exchange them. Now this doesn't work for the corner piece. So for example, if you have a situation where this is yellow and this is green, you have to use the other formula that you would use on the regular 4x4. That's how I solved the 36 piece center. And you can actually notice that it was way easier, even though the video was sped up. It's way easier to do this once you've already solved the 16 piece center, as opposed to solving the 36 piece center and solve the 36 piece center and then everything else is scattered, and when you reach the final two colors you're trying to fix, you now have to kind of, it's much more complicated because both centers will be very scattered, like the pieces will not be arranged in any particular order. But at least if you solve the 16 piece center, everything just aligns itself and you just have to deal with the outer layer of the center. So I feel like that's more manageable than trying to deal with the middles when you get to the last stage. Okay, so from here we will solve the sides, and this is going to follow the same algorithm that you see in the 4x4. So here you will just have to find the side pieces that match with themselves. So in this case I have blue and white, so I'm going to look for the other blue and white that's going to match on this other side. I'm just going to check the cube. Okay, so I found it. So this is the blue and white, so I'm going to put it in this position and then I'll just slice it using the algorithm that you see on the screen. Okay, so now the piece has been aligned and you can actually see that I moved the piece from here to here, and I'm going to add the other two side pieces to make this a set of 4, and then after that I'll complete these other side pieces to make it a set of 6. So I'll just quickly search for where those pieces are located. So I found one of them. So I usually put the pieces, for this to work, for this algorithm to work, you actually need to put the piece at the right, and then you're trying to move this here. So this is white and blue, this is where you need it to be, white and blue. So you just use this, you follow the sequence of steps. So exactly what I'm doing here. If you feel like it's too fast, just rewind the video and go back and watch it again. So you slice it exactly at the level that you want it to be fitting. So in this case I will slice it where you see this yellow and green piece. And then return it back. Okay, so now that's done. So I'll look for the next one, and that's going to be, okay, can't find it. Okay, there you go. So this is the next one. So this is blue and white. We're trying to move that down here. So as you can see, the white matches with the white on this lane, and we're trying to move this here using the same slicing algorithm. So this is exactly the same algorithm that you would use on the 4x4 once you're done with fixing the centers. Okay, so now that's done. I'm just quickly trying to put the final two pieces on this side. So here I'm just putting this at the right. So the piece that I need to fix, I put that at the right, and then I'll slice using this lane. So I'm going to use this lane that has the white and green piece. Just being very careful not to push too hard, and eventually pieces will fly out from the cube. Okay, so that's done now, and piece has been brought down, and then we'll now move on to the final one. Okay, so here's the piece, white and blue. So I'll just put it in the right position. So I want it to be right here, just besides what we have already done. Then we're going to use the same algorithm to put this down here. Actually, that's a mistake. And put it back. Okay, so now we have the whole side fixed. So I'm going to do the same thing with all the other sides on this cube until we have all of that fixed, and then we'll move on to solving the cube like just a regular 3x3. So I'll make regular stops if I get any different scenario that I have not already shown you. So just stay tuned. Okay, so I'm almost done fixing all the sides. So one tip that works for me here is that, for example, if I'm looking to fix this side, so it's just remaining one piece, and I need to search for the yellow and green piece. And if I search the cube, so I search this side, I don't see any yellow and green piece. I search here, I don't see any yellow and green piece. Say I wasn't able to find it easily, especially when it's not as arranged as this, I will just move on to the next color and just do a different one that I can see. So instead of wasting time searching for any particular piece, it makes sense to just kind of move on to whichever piece or connection that you can make with a different color and a different side. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you this scenario. So we have orange and blue here, and we have orange and blue here. So in this slice, instead of slicing just because we're moving two pieces, we are going to slice we're trying to move those two pieces down here. So we're going to slice using the actual two layers that you can see here. So this is actually what our slice is going to look like. So we slice, and then we'll just use the rest of the algorithm that we're used to on the 4x4. Okay, so I'll just finish the... Now this is actually another interesting scenario. So we have everything completed here, just this one, and then we already have the piece we want to move there. So in this case, we will slice just this layer because we don't want to remove this layer, else we'll just move, because if we slice both layers, we'll be moving both the blue and orange piece and the green and red piece down here, which we don't want. So we're just going to slice just this one layer, and that should automatically bring this piece to this spot. So we slice and then do the rest of the formula like we're used to on the 4x4. Okay, so now I have all of the sides solved on the cube. So just this one. So this is actually called the parity, and this is a seemingly unsolvable state that happens on the cube. So you have to use the parity algorithm that we're probably already familiar with. Okay, so we solved part of the parity. So now that we have these 4 pieces on this side fixed, then we'll just do the parity using this layer. So I'm going to start from this. So okay, so the parity is done now. Okay, so now we're just going to solve this like the 3x3 cube. So first we'll do the plus. Okay, so the plus looks something like this. And after the plus, we just solve the edges. And then we'll do the middle layer. So actually already done 1, 2, and 3. So just remaining this one. Okay, so already I can see that there is a parity here I need to solve. So this yellow has to be on top, and then this orange has to come down here. So this way I'll just do the same parity formula I used before, but in this case I will be starting from slicing it from the very middle. Okay, so that's done now, and I'll just continue with the last layer. Okay, so we have another parity here. So everything else is solved and just remaining these two. So there's a specific formula that you can use that can fix this directly, but I'm going to show you a longer way of doing this, and that's just to move this way. So we'll move this blue to where you see red here, and move the red to where you see the blue, and then use another algorithm to complete the cube. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. Okay, so here I'll just use the algorithm to move this red here, move the blue here, and move the orange here. And the cube is complete. So it took me 1 hour 33 minutes to solve the cube and also explain some parts of what I was doing. With time I should be able to improve, but for today I'm happy with the time that I can see, and up until the next time I will try this, probably will not be doing this every day, because it takes some time to solve the 8x8. So I'm just focusing on getting faster on the 3x3. So like I promised, I was going to show you a pattern on the 8x8 cube. So we're just going to, I call this pattern the Windows pattern. So Windows, not the operating system. I don't know if we're able to do the actual Windows Windows XP icon or symbol, but that's not what I'm working on now. I'm just pretty much going to try and depict an actual window, so the windows that you have in your house. And probably not every house will have the same design, but I'm just going to try and show you how it looks like, and then you kind of make your judgments based on that. Okay, so first of all, I would choose any 3 colors. I would choose in this video white, red, and blue, and I'll just position the cube this way. Now I would perform the sequence of steps to form our pattern. So bring this down, move that way, bring it down again, move it that way again, bring that down again, okay, so that's it. So you just pretty much bring these 2 lanes down, so these 2 and these 2, and move these 2 lanes right. So this one, bring it down, move this lane right, and move this 4 lanes, right? And just repeat that 4 times, and then you should be able to get this pattern. So there you go. So this looks like a window to me, right? Okay, and then I'll show you how to return it back. So you just position the cube this way, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to move these 4 spots, so these 4 blue spots up, and then we're trying to move these 4 red spots this way, and then I think that should automatically move the white spots to where you see the red spots there on the white face. So you just do you just perform the sequence of steps. So move this here, move that up, and move this right, and then you do both of those moves 4 more times. So this is the second time, this is the third time, and this is the last time. Up, right. Okay, that's all. So I'll use this brief moment to thank those that have made it to this point in the video. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, especially those that are angled towards providing suggestions for what type of videos you would like to see in the channel, definitely leave a comment down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And this is Sam again from Cube River. See you in the next video.